I think that he wants to work it out with her. He does. He goes through days where he's frustrated, but then other days he's like, yeah.
The Brown dynasty is coming undone. And at the center of it all is someone no one anticipated. A faceless real estate agent who has Robyn and Kody's complete confidence. As the fissurers in the sister wives empire intensify, there's one question, ringing louder than ever. Who is she, and why does she have so much influence? Hello everyone, and welcome to the channel once again. Here to give you the latest news regarding sister wives. If you haven't already, subscribe to the channel and press the bell icon so you don't miss out on any of the drama about to ensue. As the Brown family is in disarray, 3 wives lost, a son lost in a tragic accident, and a property fight erupting, Kody and Robyn have gone to an unlikely source of stability. Their longtime real estate agent, not a therapist, not a lawyer, and surely not family, just one woman, Monica. But who is Monica? And why is she the only person Kody can trust now? What was once a symbol of togetherness is now the Brown family's emotional and legal battleground. Christine walked out, Janelle claimed her right, and Mary laid claim. But Kody, he's clinging to the land like it's the last cord binding him to purpose. Coyote Pass is all I have left, Kody admitted during an emotional season 19 interview. But beneath his heartache, Robyn had been planning, and Monica was the key. Behind closed doors, Robyn and Monica have reportedly been restructuring property agreements. Sources say their goal is simple: minimize the claims of the ex-wives, consolidate control, and ensure the land remains in their corner. Kody, emotionally worn down, appears to be letting Robyn lead the charge. She protects us, Robyn allegedly told producers in a tense off-camera moment. She knows what we're really owed. But is Monica merely a nice professional? Or is she serendipitously becoming the new queen of the Brown dynasty? According to insiders, the bond between Robyn, Kody, and Monica extends far beyond property lines. Reports suggest Monica has been welcomed into their home for more than meetings, tending family dinners, holidays, and even prayer sessions. One Flagstaff neighbor claimed, "I've seen her car more than the kids. She parks like she lives there," and that's not sitting well with the rest of the family. Janelle's sons, particularly Gabriel and Lake Garrison, allegedly hated Monica's presence. They perceived her as an enabler of Kody and Robyn to exclude the rest of the family. She's not family. Gabriel is reported to have said to producers, "But Dad treats her like wife number 4. Christine's daughter, Mikey, didn't call names on her podcast, but her cryptic comments about some people manipulating the land deals only added fuel to speculation. And then there was the bombshell: Monica's name as a financial liaison on revised property deeds for Coyote Pass. Janelle and Mary were shocked. They'd never been told and didn't know Monica held any official position in their property ownership. Mary pushed back on Instagram with a revealing post. "Some people think God told them to take what isn't theirs." I'll say, God doesn't work through lies. Legal analysts suggest that this action opens up the possibility of lawsuits if the other wife's property rights are being circumvented. There is little information publicly available about Monica. She's said to be a licensed broker who has experience dealing with land for polygamous communities in Arizona and Utah. Some wonder that Robyn's association with her goes deep. It's potentially back to FLDS communities far earlier than she became Kody's wife. She's been around for years, one source revealed, watching, learning, and now helping Robyn make her next move. Robyn has long been famous for her emotional control over Kody. With Monica around, though, she's taken it to a whole new level, taking fiduciary control of what remains of the Brown family empire. And if sources are to be trusted, it's just the start. It's the broker, the betrayal, and the bankruptcy. The Brown family's breaking point. Just when people thought sister wives couldn't get any more complicated, season 19 took a shocking turn. Robyn encouraged the family to pray and wait about Coyote Pass. Viewers sensed something was amiss in episode 4, something deliberate. Because while she closed off any discussion of splitting the property, she was covertly moving to stake claim for herself and Kody, and she wasn't acting on her own. Behind closed doors, Robyn's secret plan. Behind the prayerful veneer, Robyn was secretly working hand in glove with Monica, the intransigent broker. Stealthily commissioning land appraisals, private surveys, and property petitions, all behind the scenes, all to her and Kody's advantage. She's not praying, Janelle allegedly told a friend. She's plotting. Kody's breakdown and blind devotion. Throughout the last few seasons, fans have seen Kody spin out of control. Once the self-assured patriarch of a plural family, he's now alone, paranoid, and fixated on one thing: loyalty. And in his disintegrating universe, Monica is the one person he trusts. She gets it. He said to producers, "She believes in our dream. She's not some outsider trying to tear us down," but viewers aren't believing it. The internet explodes. Who is Monica really? Reddit threads were ablaze after the show aired. Fans went wild with theories. Some quipped that Monica could be staying in the guest house. Others insisted that Robyn was grooming her to be the next Christine. The more deeply Kody and Robyn entrench themselves in this relationship, the more they isolate the rest of the family. The tell-all you won't want to miss. And it all boils over in Season 19's Tell-All special. Insiders close to production confirm Monica has a short but never-to-be-forgotten cameo in Part 3. Per insiders, she's poised and calculated and surprisingly serene. When Mary nailed her with a straight-up question, the room turned icy. A producer leaked the final divide. Unity or desperation? While Christine prospers in her remortgage, Janelle is said to consult lawyers and Mary endures heartbreak alone. Only remaining alliance is that of Kody, Robyn, and Monica. But is this one an act of strength or the final gasp of a founding vessel? Monica's increasing presence has fueled a fresh conflict among a family already riven by strife. And for viewers, witnessing the breakdown in real time, one thing is chillingly certain. The only thing more dangerous than a broken heart is a forged deed. The bankruptcy bombshell. Kody Brown hits rock bottom. In a turn of events few could have predicted, Kody Brown, the once vaunted patriarch of $1 million plural kingdom, has officially filed for Chapter 13 bankruptcy.
I thought it was acceptable. I thought I could make up the difference. I thought everything in this situation with all 3 wives.
His money, much like his family, has entirely disintegrated. Years of troubled marriages, emotional turmoil, and ongoing dispute over Coyote Pass have all been wearing. But sources state there's one individual who nudged the ultimate money debacle: Robyn. Robyn's influence and the subsequent fall with Christine, Janelle, and Mary departed. Robyn was left as the sole remaining wife. And with that, she had unprecedented authority. Kody, mentally exhausted, started to trust her counsel without hesitation. She was the sole voice in his ear, said a family friend. She advised him putting more money into the Flagstaff house and developing Coyote Pass would salvage them all. It didn't. Risky investments, frozen accounts, and a house of cards. Later in 2024, Kody borrowed against their Flagstaff property, the one that had only Robyn's name on it. It was used to prepare Coyote Pass for building, launch Robyn's jewelry business, and settle years of back taxes. He was stealing from Peter to pay Paul. One of Janelle's sons is said to have complained to producers. And Robyn was in charge of the checkbook, Coyote Pass, the dream that died. Remember, Coyote Pass was to be their legacy? A compound where every wife would have a house of her own, living together, united in faith and family. That vision is today a graveyard of shattered promises, unpaid contractors, suspended development, lawsuits, and wasted hundreds of thousands of dollars. What happens now with Kody in bankruptcy? Robyn in the hot seat, Monica taking center stage. And the other wives branching out, season 19 is looking to be the most explosive on record. The Brown family dynasty is crumbling, not emotionally, but legally and financially too. And as the dust finally settles, fans are left wondering, was loyalty what ruined Kody Brown? Or was it blind trust in the wrong individual? The Brown family is now enduring its most profound split to date. And at the heart of the drama is a figure no one ever anticipated would yield such influence, their real estate broker. As the family fractured and emotions ran high, Kody and Robyn Brown found unexpected comfort in their broker, who goes only by the name Monica. While the rest of the family keeps Kody at arm's length, he has held on to this relationship for dear life, believing Monica more than anyone else. As insiders tell it, she's not only their property advisor, but a confidant. One who now finds herself playing a central role in their personal and financial lives. As season 19 of Sister Wives continues, to roll out the family's decadal-long dream of constructing houses together on Coyote Pass continues to fall apart. Christina's long gone. Janelle is staking her claim and Mary insists on her share. In the meantime, Kody sees Coyote Pass as his final bid at holding on to his legacy. His feelings are open and raw, and he's even confessed on camera that it's all he has left. But Robyn's interest seems far more calculated, reportedly working in tandem with Monica. She's quietly reworking deals involving the land, quietly omitting the other wives wherever she can. Robyn's, Kody's, and Monica's relationship goes far beyond professional. Neighbors and production sources confirm that Monica was at Robyn and Kody's house often, visiting for family meals, religious services, and even private therapy. One of the neighbors observed Monica's car in Robyn's driveway more frequently than cars belonging to the children. This increased closeness has not gone unnoticed, and it has also been particularly distressful for the Brown kids. Gabriel and deceased Garrison were said to be enraged regarding Monica's presence, with Gabriel once informing producers that their dad treats her as a fourth wife. Christine's daughter, Mykelti, even alluded in a podcast to someone encouraging Robyn to grab more land than she's owed. Many fans assumed she was referring to Monica. Things took a sharp legal turn when Monica's name appeared as a financial liaison on updated property deeds for Coyote Pass. This came as a complete surprise to Janelle and Mary, who had never been notified of her having any legal role. Mary posted a cryptic message online later on hinting of deceit and religious misconduct. Legal analysts now indicate Monica's growing involvement as liable to subject Kody and Robyn to lawsuits, particularly if ex-wife's property rights are disregarded. Although she is the core, Monica is not very well known to the public. It is known that she has a history of brokering property deals, some of which have been linked to polygamous communities in Arizona and Utah. Some tend to think that Robyn was familiar with her even before she joined the Brown family, perhaps through previous religious connections. With Robyn's longtime control over Kody, adding Monica appears to have transitioned her authority from emotional to financial. In a single episode, Robyn closed down discussions of splitting up Coyote Pass again and again, telling the family to wait and pray. But behind the scenes, she and Monica were allegedly pressing on with surveys, appraisals, and planning, working solely to Kody and Robyn's advantage. As Janelle explained, prayer wasn't involved at all. Robyn was just preparing. Kody's psychological deterioration has become painfully evident in recent seasons. From a charismatic leader of a plural family, he is now lone, seething, and fanatically fixated on loyalty.
If the other four wives were still in?
No.
Oh, just me and Robyn?
Yeah.
No, hell no. And I'll tell you what.
He thinks Monica is the sole one who has not turned her back on him. He has hailed her grasp of polygamy and her dedication to their vision, but fans are unconvinced. Web forums are abuzz with rumors, some humorously speculating that Monica is preparing to supplant Christine outright. With season 19 building towards its finale, Janelle and Mary are poised to have it out with Kody face-to-face over perceived favoritism and betrayal. Monica will put in a cameo appearance on the tell-all shows. Production sources say that her measured and cold response while standing up to Mary created a tense, cringeworthy moment that left the room stunned. Whereas Christine has gone on, with new husband David Woolley, Janelle is discreetly seeking legal advice and Mary is recuperating from the heartbreak. Kody and Robyn stand together, but increasingly in isolation. Their current friendship with Monica has served only to deepen the rift between them and the rest of the family. Whether this togetherness is strength or desperation can only be told. The crash did not end with emotional or legal repercussions. Kody has since filed for Chapter 13 bankruptcy. Court records verify that after years of poor financial management, ill-fated investments, and frequent family conflicts, his debt has become too much to handle. He does not have any substantial income, apart from the declining TLC payments and sporadic endorsements. Household expenditure, meanwhile, has skyrocketed, largely the consequence of Robyn's lifestyle, legal costs, and homeschooling expenses. One of the key reasons for this collapse seems to be the influence of Robyn. After the exit of Christine, Janelle, and Mary, Kody was emotionally and financially reliant on her. She led him to invest lots of money in the Flagstaff house and Coyote. Past development. Later in 2024, Kody even mortgaged the Flagstaff property for a second time, just in Robyn's name, taking the money to be used in construction, his jewelry business ventures, and unpaid taxes. None of these venture bets came to fruition. Contractors went unpaid. The land itself lay untouched and his credit imploded. Insiders said that Robyn had bullied Kody into taking over Janelle and Mary's stake, saying that it would safeguard their legacy. Now, many think those actions were meant to consolidate assets and power. Christine has had plenty to say about Robyn's part in it, saying in an interview that Kody may have always been irresponsible with money, but that Robyn gave him the means to ruin himself financially. The court documents show a grim picture. More than $88 million in debt, including almost $750,000 in mortgage payments, $234,000 in credit card obligations, almost $200,000 due to contractors, $300,000 in delinquent taxes, and 6 figures in unpaid medical bills and private loans. Meanwhile, his monthly take-home pay is less than $4,000, less than half his $11,000 in monthly expenses. When the news came out, Kody's ex-wives jumped onto social media. Janelle wrote a pointed tweet about finally knowing the truth. Mary quoted someone saying to know people for who they are, and Christine didn't mince words, laughing during a live stream and saying he was always saying I was bad with money. That's rich coming from him, or not rich anymore, I guess. The Brown kids had an emotional response too. Gabriel tweeted that he wasn't shocked, commenting, Kody never invested in them either. McKelty posted a TikTok with a Monopoly bankruptcy card, bringing laughter and truth to the fan base. Production leaks indicate Kody's bankruptcy will be a central plot in the latter part of season 19. In a previously unreleased scene, Kody is heard screaming and tossing papers around the kitchen, blaming Robyn in particular. She confines herself to the bedroom and will not film for days afterwards. The cracks in their previously solid relationship are beginning to manifest on camera. TLC is reassessing the fate of Sister Wives, with ratings dipping and enthusiasm from viewers dropping. Producers are contemplating spin-offs, perhaps on Christine and David's new life. Robyn has been said to have pleaded with executives not to axe the program, even proposing a reboot on rebuilding their life after bankruptcy. But viewers don't appear to be on board. And neither, it seems, is Kody. Kody has been rejected for several small business loans because of bad credit and is said to be looking into selling personal memorabilia. According to a report, he also once applied at a local dealership, but left without taking it. Robyn is said to be trying to revive her jewelry line on TikTok using old church acquaintances. But fan confidence is said to be irreparably damaged. From polygamous patriarch to bankrupt television celebrity, Kody Brown's downfall has been public and acrimonious. Once a daring experiment in love, faith, and family, Kody's reality show has turned into a cautionary tale of control, dependency, and the exorbitant price of broken vows. Kody Brown, bankrupt, isolated, and blamed for ruining his ex-wife's lives. Kody Brown once sat at the hub of a sprawling, unorthodox dynasty. 4 wives, 12 kids, and an idea constructed on harmony, religion, and reality television polygamy. Now he is broke, alone, and holding on to a union with Robyn Brown, whose investment counsel possibly served as the spark that incinerated the whole house. No matter whether you view him as villain or victim or simply a guy in over his head, one thing is now clear. The Brown family tradition might endure, but Kody's empire is finished. And that took Robyn's counsel the illusion of plural prosperity. For more than a decade, sister wives peddled the American people an illusion. 1 man, 4 wives, a tight-knit family of children, and a financially successful home founded on mutual values. But beneath the show's careful production and Kody's charming veneer, fractures were already appearing. Behind the scenes was accumulating debt, jealousy, and a widening disparity in fiscal control. Those fractures have now become a landslide. Janelle and Mary Brown, once the pillars of the plural family dream, are now reportedly facing severe financial hardship, struggling to maintain basic housing and recover what they say they're owed. The blame is falling squarely on the man they trusted for decades. Meanwhile, Janelle and Mary scrape by on finances. Kody lives the high life with Robyn, who is still enjoying a 5-bedroom, 4B Flagstaff estates worth more than $900,000. It's fully furnished and allegedly renovated on TLC money and family funds. Robyn lives like a queen. Whereas Janelle was reduced to RV living on Coyote Pass, and Mary invested her savings in a remote bed and breakfast in Utah. Robyn has never had to endure such. Fans have long wondered how she managed to maintain her lavish lifestyle, particularly when the other wives seem to be scaling back, but the reality, it appears, is excruciatingly straightforward. Kody chose Robyn, and by so doing, he financially deserted everyone else. Janelle's breaking point. Janelle was always the family's practical one. The wife who paid bills, managed budgets, and advocated independence. But even her careful planning couldn't save her from Kody's irresponsibility. In season 18, fans gasped when Janelle announced she had nothing in her name, no house, and no financial cushion. Years of contributing to the family account that no longer belonged to her. "I believed in him," she said to producers in a tearful on-camera interview. "I felt like I was building something with my family. But when I needed something given back, there wasn't anything there." Mary's silent collapse. Mary, who had long felt out of place in the polygamous marriage, pursued autonomy through her Utah bed and breakfast. The fans first perceived the endeavor as a victory. What they did not realize was that Mary had sunk almost all of her personal and family funds into the enterprise, only to become mired in debt. Past due taxes and legal uncertainty regarding ownership associated with the Brown family trust. Sources say Kody vowed to assist with the cost, including property taxes and renovations, but that assistance never materialized. He told her the family would support her, one source said. But the only thing he supported was Robyn's line of credit. The family account scandal, the Browns used to pride themselves on their fairness, running a communal bank account into which all wives paid in. It was their glue. But once Christine departed the marriage and asked for an accounting of what she was due, the illusion was broken. Leaked bank documents purportedly reveal more than 70% of family money during 2023. 2024 flowed into Robyn's house. Mortgage renovations and household expenses. Mary and Janelle collectively received less than 10% to cover their living expenses, rent, or legal requirements. Kody's defense: Robyn has the youngest children. She needs more assistance. Mary and Janelle's response: silence. Until now. Legal battle coming. Both Mary and Janelle are currently considering litigation, according to several sources. Decades of unpaid work, raising children, and helping to fund joint investments. And they're looking for compensation and their shares in Coyote Pass. They want their share of the property, explained a close friend of Janelle. And they want it immediately. They're finished asking nicely. Legal commentators state that they might have grounds. If Mary and Janelle can demonstrate financial input and an inferred understanding of joint ownership, they can sue for breach of trust and mismanagement of assets. The first cracks in this legal fight have already emerged in the most hotly disputed ground of all: Coyote Pass, the property betrayal. Janelle was the most dedicated of the Coyote Pass wives to the vision. She spent her own money on water infrastructure, surveying the site, and even installed a temporary trailer for living. But Kody later informed her that her lot was never officially assigned. He gaslit her, said one source. He made it sound like it was all a misunderstanding, but in fact, he and Robyn had been preparing to take all the land under their own names. I's case isn't any better. She had hoped to build a retreat cabin on her portion of Coyote Pass, but recent documents indicate her name is absent altogether from ownership records. The fans turn. As the truth comes to light on camera and in court, viewers of Sister Wives have flipped. Social media is abuzz with demands for justice. The weekly trending hashtags #HatchetJustice for Janelle and #Mary deserved better speak volumes. One of the popular TikToks with more than 4 million views compares Robyn's mansion side by side with Janelle's RV, captioned Kody's idea of equality. Even old family acquaintances are weighing in. One church colleague ventured anonymously. Kody was always pursuing something. First wives, then fame, now control, and he paid for it with money. Robyn's denial falters. While Robyn has publicly insisted that the criticism is not justified, that she never intended to hurt the other wives, production sources give a different account. She knows exactly what's going on, said one source. She controls the finances. Now, and she's made it very clear, this is her family with Kody. Everyone else is just noise. In season 19, viewers will reportedly see Robyn tell Mary, "You could have had more if you had just stuck with us." To which Mary replies, "More lies. No thanks." Kody's House of Cards. As Janelle and Mary painstakingly rebuild their lives, accepting side jobs, tapping into social media, and relying on their children for aid, Kody huddles with Robyn, growing more isolated from the world that so loved him. Even that stronghold, though, may come tumbling down soon. Kody is currently under IRS audit for unpaid taxes going back to Tina 20, with some of the filings potentially affecting Robyn's financial situation too. TLC sources indicate he's out of alternatives. His bankruptcy case has rattled even diehard fans. And with no consistent income apart from dwindling reality TV paychecks, the ex-patriarch's empire is on borrowed time. They believe they were above the law, said one source. But today, they're just two individuals living in a borrowed residence with borrowed time. The final lesson. At the center of this developing tragedy is a warning. When a single individual owns everything, the money, the property, the voice, everybody else loses. Janelle and Mary are not victims of a broken marriage. They're victims of a man who used money as a tool for power to keep control, punish autonomy, and bribe compliance. They lost their youth. They raised his kids.